My name is Reagan Warren. I'm a first C on the women's basketball team, and I'm a law and legal studies major. I went to CTLT at Fort Cavazos. I was with 112 Cav, which is an armor unit. The bigger division is 1st Cavalry Division. Fort Cavazos, they have like a huge patch with like a horse on it. It's one of the biggest that they wear. So that whole division encompasses like a bunch of different branches. I was with A Company within 112 Cav. And so that armor unit has 4 tanks, 1 per platoon. Generally, for CTLT, you choose a branch that you're looking to do. So I chose armor because I envision myself as an armor officer. And so it was a great opportunity for me to get some hands-on experience and just to see what it would be like as an armor officer. Generally, we'll start our day at 6 a.m. We'll have a meeting with all the platoon sergeants, all the platoon leaders, the company commander, and the first sergeant. That meeting will take about 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how much is going on that day, how much is going on that week. Right after that, we'll start PT. PT will go from 6:30 to 7:30. Our first work formation will be at 9 a.m. Generally, our formation is held in the motor pool, so we'll all form up in the motor pool right at 9 a.m. and then get to work after that. So usually a general day in the motor pool will start with PMCS procedures, just going through the tanks and making sure that everything is working, the equipment's working. Sometimes they're taking them apart and it looks like the tank is completely apart and you're like, how are they gonna put that back together? So we'll take them apart, do whatever cleaning is necessary, check whatever is necessary, and just doing some of those basic procedures, day-to-day procedures in the motor pool. Initially, I just thought tanks were really cool. Once I got there, realizing the importance of everything that goes into the tanks, like they're very big vehicles, but there are so many like minute details, whether that's like parts on the tank, whether that's trainings that you have to do to be prepared. One of the things that I saw with the soldiers in 112 Cav and A Company specifically is they were very detail-oriented and locked into the details and making sure that those tanks were up and that everything was working and that they were doing all that they could possibly do to get everything up and running so that way, at any moment, if they were needed, they would have everything they needed ready to go. I think I learned the importance of the details and doing everything to the best of your ability and doing everything right. We were having to do a bunch of different layouts with equipment. We had to take everything out the tanks and lay it all out. And it was really important to not just check those boxes and say like, oh, we have 4 of these, check. There's 2 radios in there, check. Are they working? Is there actually 2 radios or 4 radios or whatever there is within the tank? Is there actually this equipment there? So making sure that all the equipment is there and accounted for, and if it's not, if things aren't lining up, to go figure out and send up how to get more of those things. So not just, checking the boxes on different procedures, not just checking the boxes on what you're supposed to have or borrowing from someone else and say, oh, I have it, and then giving it back. It's really important to have, honestly, good character and integrity when you're doing those things because it's important that you have whatever you need because you need to be prepared at any point if you have to go get out there and utilize your equipment in the realest way possible.